Utah. We'll go ahead and get questions started with Thomas Dunn from Wright for California.
Good morning, Peter. Justin was just in here. We were talking about getting opponents off schedule. How do you wrestle with the adjustments of adjusting your fronts, sending more people in on blitzes or in run support, and how do you feel like those adjustments will help you down the line?
Yeah, I mean, a big part of, playing good defense is getting the good third downs, and getting the good third downs require, efficient first and second downs and trying to, put yourself in as many longer yardage situations as you can. And for us, as we talk about as defense, there's a little bit of a balancing act of what we want to do, what kind of coverages we want to put behind it, and, what type of movement or what type of pressures we want to install. So that's the kind of a week to week thing on who we're playing and what we feel our strengths are at the time. But I mean, big picture, anytime that you can get people off schedule and find some more negative yardage plays, that's going to be big, and that's something that we need to attempt to find some sacks and some negative yardage plays.
Thank
you. A guy that isn't practicing and getting ready for a game, there's always a little bit of a disruption just because there's so much invested in his those guys that play a lot, that make all the calls. There's a lot invested into the mental side of how you get lined up, of how you communicate, of the checks that we have up for the week. So that will always be something if a guy does miss some time. Those are challenging things. But the room, we got Blake Anzalatis, Hunter Barth, Muelo Iosefa, Kay Uluwave, KJ. There's some very able-bodied guys in there, and then that if Jack's not ready to go, those guys will be ready to go, and we'll put them in the best position we can, and they need to go out there and make the plays that present themselves.
Things the right way. We just have to do them better.
Steve, I think it's a little bit of both. I think as a football coach, you're in the self-reflection business. And if you don't have the opportunity or you don't have the wherewithal to reflect, I think that's probably a fatal flaw. However, every time there's a bump in the road or you're not playing as well as you believe, that doesn't make it necessary to deviate from the course when you do have a body of work of being able to perform and give your team an opportunity to win. So I think it's a little bit of both. And I think that's a well-pointed question of how do you navigate as a coach when things aren't going the way you want them to go. And as things don't go the way you want them to go, like every opportunity in life, people will provide you their answers. When things are going good, there's not a lot of people that offer suggestions. So, right now, giving up some points in the last 3 weeks, I'm a suggestion coach right now. So a lot of suggestions are coming across the desk, and I think all of them are merited. And I think you have to understand where they're coming from, who they're coming from, and sometimes they're great suggestions, and those are things that you have to adapt, and you have to be able to kind of take the emotions and the pride of the product out and step back and say, okay, with this group of players that we have, with the style of offenses we're playing, you have to really step back and, almost a clinical approach to it, where emotions is so much of what we do on football. Emotion is so much what you do on the defensive side of the ball. It's toughness, it's effort, it's all these other intangibles, feelings, efforts, those types of things that you have to have that balancing act. And to deviate from a foundation in the middle of a year is probably something that I wouldn't recommend to any coach, because we have in this style of system, Justin's been here for 7 years of foundation, and I've been here for 6 years of foundation. We have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours invested in these players, in this technique, and these schemes that I think we have to continue to press forward. We have to believe in what we're doing, and we need the young men to believe that the techniques they are capable of performing.